Hi guys, today we're going to talk about the 10 common misconceptions about India. 1. India is a poor country. Well, this depends on your perspective of what being a poor country is. India is the seventh largest country in South Asia and it is second most populous country in the world, which is having a population estimated 1,354,642,280 since 2018 and is still growing. For such a populous country, poverty is not impossible, especially in the far-flung undeveloped areas where access to advancement is unfortunately slow. However, the country is not as poor as the world thinks it is. In fact, it houses the billionaires of the world, like Gautam Adani. Gautam Adani is the founder of Adani Group, the largest port operator in India. Gautam Adani and family has a staggering net worth of $112.6 billion. Another one is Mukesh Ambani. He is the chairman and managing director of Indian conglomerate Reliance Industries Limited, or RIL, and according to Forbes, he is the richest person in Asia with a net worth of around $92 billion. He is the only Indian businessman on Forbes' list of the world's most powerful people. As of 2022, a report titled the 2022 M3M Hurun Global Rich List said that Ambani occupied the ninth rank globally with a net worth of $103 billion. Next, we have Shiv Nadar, the co-founder of HCL, ranks in the third place among India's richest billionaires, with his wealth estimated at $28.7 billion in 2022. Then we had Radhakishan Daman. He is the retail king of the country and is worth $20.2 billion, which puts him in the fourth place among India's richest persons. Then we have Cyrus Poonawalla. His net worth stands at $25.8 billion, making him the fifth richest person in India in 2022. And the list goes on and on. Other than these super rich Indians, the country is blessed with abundance of nature and national reserves. India has a network of 987 protected areas, including 106 national parks, 564 wildlife sanctuaries, 99 conservation reserves, and 218 community reserves, covering total of 173,053.69 kilometers square of geographical area of the country, which is approximately 5.26%. They are also rich in major minerals such as uranium, coal, gold, iron ore, lead, zinc, magnesium, tungsten, diamond, feldspar, quartz, and mica. India doesn't stop there because as of 2021, India maintains its rank among the world-leading countries exporting diamonds, jewelry, and refined petroleum. It's like a powerhouse country for mostly everything. It can highly compete with the Republic of China both in trades and arms. India is one of the highest exporters of organic chemicals, pharmaceuticals, vehicles, electrical machinery or equipment, cereals, cotton, and many more. From a continental perspective, 45.6% of India's export by value were delivered to fellow Asian countries, while 20.1% were sold to North American importers. India shipped around 19.2% worth of goods to Europe. So come to think of it, is India really poor? It is up to you to decide. Second misconception about Indians. Indians are frugal. Just like other Asian countries, being frugal is actually one of the basic financial literacy that is passed down by their ancestors. They do live in a frugal yet selective way, especially if you're talking about electronic gadgets. Yes, you got it right. They are thrifty in many things, but forgets about frugality when we talk about mobile phones and what's not. Overseas, you may encounter Indians who are not investing in self-hygiene, repeating clothing like 4 times a week or even more, even if it's worn out. And They do take their tiffin boxes like old school, yet when they go for vacation, they will buy the latest iPhone in the market. Shocking, right? It's not just iPhones, they get to build a mansion in their hometowns or marry off their siblings if needed. Now, I don't want to be stereotypical, because after all fingers are not the same. The thing is, Indians are not so different than the rest of the world. Some people prefer a frugal living, some want extravagance, while some falls in between. How they spend their hard-earned money is up to them and not for us to say. After all, it's their money. Third misconception. All Indians are Bombay. All Bombays are Indians, but not all Indians are Bombays. Here's why. India is such a massive country. There are 28 states and 8 union territories, where each have their own regional language being spoken, religion and tradition and culture being followed. One of it is Mumbai. Mumbai, previously known as Bombay, is the largest city in India, which is considered as a financial powerhouse of the country. It is also known as the heart of the Bollywood film industry. Yes, not New Delhi, but Mumbai. People living in Mumbai are coined as Mumbaikars, Mumbayans, or Bombalites, or overseas known as Bombays like its previous name. In relation to this, let's continue to debunk the next one. All Indians are Hindus. Religion in India is characterized by a diversity of religious beliefs and practices. However, the predominant religion in ancient India was Hinduism. According to the 2011 census, 79.8% of the population of India practices Hinduism. 14.2% adheres to Islam, 2.3% adheres to Christianity, 1.7% adheres to Sikhism, 0.7% adheres to Buddhism, and 0.4% adheres to Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Yungjongbon, the Baha'i faith, Sanamahism, and Judaism. Also has a history in India, and each has at least several thousand adherents in India. Next, all Indians speaks in Hindi. India has the world's fourth highest number of languages, about 447. Though Hindi is the official national language of India, there are 14 officially recognized regional languages in India such as Assamese, Bengali or Bangla, Marathi, Nepali, Odia, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santali, Sidhi, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu. All of these languages are used officially in their corresponding states and doesn't limit them from using the language as a medium for their curriculum. Even if Hindi is the national language of India, it is not mandatory to study nor learn Hindi, especially in the Tamil Nadu state where the protest was made. Having said, not all Indians speak nor understand their national language, and not all Indians are multilingual as well. Next, Indians doesn't practice love marriage. Arranged marriage is the most common type of marriage in India. In this manner, the groom will be married to his wife, whom his family chooses based on caste or family status, religion, education, and astrology. However, this doesn't stop the romantic Indians to marry whom their heart longs. Actually, in a 2018 survey of more than 160,000 households, 93% of married Indians said that theirs was an arranged marriage. Just 3% had a love marriage, and another 2% described theirs as love cum arranged marriage, which usually indicates that the relationship was set up by the families and then the couple agreed to get married. The numbers might be less, but this signifies hope for those who are currently in love with their boyfriends or girlfriends. After all we need is a sprinkle of hope to keep us going. And Jenny's love story from 90 Day Fiancé TV show. If you are intrigued and doesn't know about this, you can just type in Facebook or in Google their names and it will show you the link where you can follow their love story. Next, Indian women do not have rights. It used to be a taboo hearing women to speak up in India. Thanks to the women feminists, and Constitution of India, all Indian women are now guaranteed to have equality, no discrimination by the state, equality of opportunity, equal pay for equal work, and even declared 2001 as a Women's Empowerment Year. Moreover, Indian women has a right to dignity and decency, right against workplace harassment, right against domestic violence, right to keep identity anonymous for sexual assault victims, right to get legal aid, right not to be arrested at night and must be interrogated only by or with a woman constable, right to register virtual complaints, right against indecent representation, right against being stalked, and right to zero FIR, where it helps saves the victim's time and prevents an offender from getting away scot-free. Four great examples of empowered women are the following. Priyanka Chopra Jonas. She is one of the most successful and influential celebrities in the world. She is an established actress in Hollywood as well as in India. Other than that, she is a successful entrepreneur who runs her own production company. We also have Bala Devi. She is the first Indian woman football player to bag a contract with a foreign club, Scottish Giants Rangers FC. Not only that, she also serves with the Manipur Police Department. Then we have Lieutenant General Madhuri Kanitkar. She is the third female lieutenant general in Indian history and also the first woman pediatrician to achieve the second highest post in the Indian Army. Fourth, the highly influential woman in the history of India is Indira Priyadarshini Gandhi. She's the late third Prime Minister of India and was also the first and the to date only female Prime Minister of the country. Let's move to LGBT. LGBT in India is not socially acceptable. Though India is an open country, talking about one's sexuality is still a taboo for some conservative families. Nevertheless, the government recognizes the third sex and has given them rights as an existing citizen of the country. According to census of 2011, there are approximately 480,000 transgender people in the country. Last November 2008, the LGBTQ community celebrated a festival called Delhi Queer Pride Parade, which runs from Barakamba Road to Jantar Mantar. This became a significant festival as it is a strong movement that aims to focus on equal rights, privacy, freedom, Dalit rights, disability rights, and the feminist movements. Since then, many went out from their closets and joined the cause. On year 2018, the Supreme Court of India finally decriminalized homosexuality, which is followed with the execution of their rights and their legal privileges. Transgender people in India are now allowed to change their legal gender post-sex reassignment surgery under legislation passed in 2019 and have a constitutional right to register themselves under a third gender. Additionally, some states protect Hijras, a traditional third gender population in South Asia, through housing programs and offer welfare benefits, pension schemes, free operations in government hospitals, as well as other programs designed to assist them. Unfortunately, the hopes of marriages and civil partnerships is still in the rocks for both are still not legally recognized in India. Now moving on to the ninth most controversial yet common misconception about Indians. Indians are lazy workers. Indians are not extraterrestrial beings. Like us, we all do get lazy at times. We all have problems and issues and still work our asses without knowing if it's affecting our performance at work or not. So it is unjust if we simply coin Indians as lazy workers. Let's not be hypocrite, guys. As a person based overseas, the common issue about Indians are their likes of taking tea, which is actually a privilege given by every company. For some, it's called snack break, lunch break, coffee break, or what's not. Unfortunately, some expatriates work very hard and forget about their privileges and even their personal needs just to get the work done. While most Indians, they do take all the opportunities they can get just to take a hot chai, which makes the others jealous and furious. But come to think of it, does taking breaks on a specific time makes one lazy? I guess not. Actually, one thing that makes Indians stand out is that they know when to speak and buckle up. It's their right to take a break, so they will take it. Doing so, they get to be more effective and efficient in their work. Other than the chai time, they easily get affected with homesickness. I mean, who's not, right? Most Indians are dependent to their parents, especially to their mother. Some of them never experienced staying away from their family and therefore couldn't handle this much homesickness and culture shock. Some might manifest physical and emotional difficulties while at work, which is very sad. But still, this doesn't make them lazy. Every person has their own way of taking in change and handling stress. We should show empathy towards them so we don't add burden to their current situation. On year 2021, Kronos Incorporated, an international workforce management company, did a research study and concluded that Indians are the most hardworking employees in the world, which is followed by Mexicans. Therefore, Indians are not lazy workers. Number 10. Hollywood in India is Bollywood. Hollywood is like the kingdom of movies, music, and all sorts of entertainment. But did you know that Bollywood is older than Hollywood? Yes, you heard it right. Bollywood started in 1899, while the latter came 11 years after. Bollywood is actually one only of the many Indian film industries. They also have Kollywood for Tamil film industry, Tollywood for Telugu film industry, Mollywood for Kerala film industry, Sandalwood for Kannada film industry, and many more. India is not just about Bollywood. It is the ultimate powerhouse of the movie, music, and all sorts of entertainment industry. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Do support this channel by clicking like, share, and subscribe. And also don't forget to click on the notification bell to stay updated with our post. Ta-ta!